You are capable of winning races, but you can't do it alone. It's time to elevate your game to the next level with RMR Driving Academy. Richard Murtaugh is the longest-running setup builder on iRacing with nearly a decade of experience. With a combined 13,000 rating across 2 accounts, Murtaugh has helped more than 20 drivers advance to the World of Outlaws Pro Series. Log on to rmrdrivingacademy.com or find them on Facebook and Instagram.
Good Monday evening, everybody. Welcome to the Dirt Racing Network, the Digital Sim Sports Network, in live coverage of the Dirt Slingers Racing League Monday Night Thunder Midwest Barbecue Equipment Sprint Car Series. This round, 360 wing sprint cars at Eldora Speedway. 22 winged warriors in the house. One of the more famous tracks in all of dirt racing. Made famous a lot of different ways. One of the bigger ones that Tony Stewart bought it a number of years ago and has been managing and keeping this facility up and upgrading things for quite some time. You win races here. It is one of the crown jewels to win a race at Eldora Speedway. Tonight, it'll be a feather in somebody's cap if they can pick up a win here in DSRL competition. Winning these features means quite a bit. They are hard to win. Fields are stacked. Talking about guys with I ratings from 2,500 up to almost 11,000. That is a huge range. 10, 6, 75. Oh, 53, 78. I mean, the hundreds. 4,900, 4,900, there, 4,700. There are no halfway drivers in here. These guys are all the best of the best. And they have put on some amazing shows thus far. They are swapping back and forth on a weekly basis between the 360 and the 410. And it is hard to tell the difference. It really is. The racing has been amazing. These guys are putting on a show every single week. Hello, Deb. No qualifying. They will random heat draw. I do know that there's been some discussion about the next season possibly going back to a qualifying format and putting the guys in heat races via qualifying. There's a little more randomness to it when you do the random draw for heat races, the pill draw type heat races. But when there's 40 guys in here, sometimes a bad pill draw can really hurt you. So there's some discussion about it. Nothing has been set in stone and nothing has been decided. They're still in discussions about it. So it's a long time until the next season anyway. It'll be after the first of the year. We are waiting patiently, and I think that's race control asking us if we are primed and ready to go. And we will let them know that they can get their show started whenever they like. Don't be afraid to say hi in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from. You got a favorite driver? Shout them out. $22 of them. Only 4 did not make it out onto the racetrack. And I don't know if that is something that they did by design. Maybe they were trying to sandbag and hide their stuff, but they're going to split up. They're going to be in 3 heat races, and we're going to start with the 9 of Brody Duscher. On the pole for heat number 1, the 99 of Shane Yost will be on his outside. Josh Whiteman in the 5, inside row number 2, next to his teammate, Mr. Larry Moody in the 73. Shane Gallo, the 721, inside of row number 3. And he'll have the 11 of Richie Gaines on his outside. And then your back row for your first heat, the 91 of Matt Grimm and the 23 of Alex Jasinski. Alex Jasinski, coincidentally, had a great race last night in the Truck Series. Finished second. Now you'll get to see what he can do on the dirt. If you're a regular viewer, I think we're missing somebody. We're missing Mr. Richie Gaines. I don't know why we're missing Mr. Richie Gaines, but we're missing Mr. Richie Gaines. Not sure why we're missing Richie Gaines. He was there and then he wasn't. So they'll come around one more time. Pace truck will get out of the way down turn 4. 8 laps each heat. Everybody's going to the feature tonight. All 22 drivers are going to make it to the show. Seven of them right here. 7 in the next one. 7 in the one after that. Pace truck's out of the way. Dosher on it immediately, and he'll streak out to the front. Whiteman around the bottom, going to roll up to second. Slides across the nose of the 99 of Yost. Moody is fourth. Right behind that, Gallo up from the back row. Here comes Matt Grimm coming into the picture. Oh, a little touch with Gallo. They'll get away from each other. They'll continue on. Strzynski's struggling. Only picked up one spot. He may give that back to Matt Grimm right here. Laps will tick off quickly if we don't have any cautions. Now Strzynski gets around Gallo as well. Strzynski up to fifth. Moody still fourth. Yost, Whiteman, and Duscher. Brody Duscher starting to get away from these guys. He is about 0.4 of a second in front. He's coming around to 2 to go in heat 1. Still a lot of moisture in this racetrack. White flag coming out this time, watching the teammates go at it. Whiteman and Yost. And now Larry Moody's under fire for the fourth spot. Duscher's going to win it easy. Whiteman for second. Yost third. Strzynski trying to get past Moody. It was close. Moody got the spot. Strzynski fifth. Grimm, Gallo, and Gaines rounding things out. Little contact at the end there. Boys like to make it interesting. That's for darn sure. All right, let's get ready for heat number 2, and it's going to be, wow, Trevor Royer is going to get a great draw tonight for his heat race. He'll start on the pole of heat 2. Ozzie Case in the 101 on his outside. Michael Sheridan, the 15, inside row 2. Next to Joseph Grandy in the 518. Dustin Steinman, the 17. He's got row 3 inside starting duty. And he'll have the tiny dancer, Scott King, in the 118 on his outside. And then Shotgun Charlie for the second heat race tonight. Actually, I swear to God, the 8 car. I thought he was the 8 car. That is Scott Thomason back there. So Strzynski had a great run. Trevor Royer was going for 4 podiums in a row in the Truck Series last night, and he missed it by 1 spot. A pit stop was the difference. He made a pit stop when some other drivers stayed out. He'll come in and show us tonight what he is most known for, and that is slinging that big wing sprint car around. Don't be surprised to see the 90 car right up against the outside wall, and probably pretty quickly. If he was watching the first race, that's where Brody Duscher did the most damage. He got up there and kind of scooched away from people. So we'll see where the 90 goes. Oh, Scotty King running out of wings again. He broke out the duct tape machine. Probably about all he's got left. Dev, I'm sorry. He just wrecks a lot of cars. Just the way it goes. Base truck's going to get out of the way down here for us in turn 4. And Trevor Royer and Ozzie Case going to get a start in for heat number 2. A little bit of a late start, but a good one. Sheridan up to the second spot. Case not giving up on it. Case went to the bottom. Sheridan went to the top. And now Sheridan in a little squeeze play getting into turn 3. That should be enough. No, they're not always his fault. But, you know, I always tell the drivers, there's one common denominator in every wreck you get into. And that's you. You're putting yourself in bad positions. Joseph Grandy having a good run in the heat race. He's up to the 3rd spot. Picking up a couple of spots off the start here. Running 3rd right in front of Ozzie Case, who started on the front row and has fallen back to the field. Now he's cutting the nose down on the 118 of the Tiny Dancer. We're seeing what Mr. King thinks of that here. Thomason in front of Steinman. that's a momentary thing because from moment to moment, one or the other has the advantage. Steinman off the high side with a big run will take the 6th spot away. First and second, pretty much settled. Third on back, I don't think that fight is over. Grandy is trying to hang on. Case got around King, and he's opened up a gap. We're down to the white flag. Contact! Case and King on the front stretch. Everybody's going to get by. We're white flagged. Royer wins heat 2. Sheridan, Grandy, Steinman, Thomason. King will finish, but he'll come home in 6th. Taja Case finished. I'll go back. Let's go take a look at this real quickly. Okay. We're just waiting for the next heat to get ready to grid out. They're going to do that right now, and we will get to showing you what that's going to look like. It's going to be the 24 of Noah Bowman and the 1 of Wade Fields on the front row. The 5, the high side hustler, Braden Eiler, inside row 2. Next to one of the fastest guys on the service in a sprint car. The 24 of Tanner Pettit. Jay Schaff, the 3, inside row 3. Next to Ryan Avila, another one of the fastest guys. I mean, Tanner and Pettit, they seem to end up in the same heat races, and they're 2 of the fastest guys on the service. And they just got to race each other like crazy just to try to get a win here. He'll start the 49 car in the 6th position. Then Kenny Hoffman, another. Man, this is the most stacked heat race I've seen in a while. This is crazy. These guys are... got a bunch of 24s. You got the 1F. Kenny Hoffman will be in the 1K, I think that is. So 2 24s, 2 1s. And everybody else got their own number to themselves. The 49, the 3, the 5. Yeah, the Princess seems to take a lot of his practice time away, but, you know, they're little for just so long. You gotta give them all that time. You gotta be there a lot more. And when she gets to be about 10, 11, 12, yeah, he'll be able to practice a lot more again. But she's only about, what, 4 now? So he's got a ways to go. All right, pace trucks getting out of the way. It is time for the final heat race of the evening. Fields and Bowman, a good start. All right, we got to drop to the back a little bit because Hoffman made it 4 wide. Schaff, Pettit, and company. Little wobble out of Wade Fields right there. Coming out of 2, but it looks like he's got it under control now. Kenny Hoffman got a little shove on the push bar just in front of Fields. He'll run in the 5th spot. Bowman's out front. Schaff has 2nd for the moment, but Eiler's up top. And the high side hustler doing what he does best, ripping the lip. And he's staying right there. Tanner Pettit's thinking about a 3 wide bid right here. Now it's 2 wide. Eiler and Pettit. We're coming around 3 to go this time. Kenny Hoffman's making up ground. Noah Bowman has been a little bit on a tear lately. Had a good race last week. Oh, Eiler with a big slider. It's stuck enough for him to have 2nd that time by. Now Pettit trying to get lower than Eiler. Eiler's going to go back for the slider. Pettit thought he was going to rail it in there. They are slicing and dicing to finish this heat race. Schaff up the hill. Eiler crosses him over. Bowman, the foregone winner. Kenny Hoffman moved Schaff out of the way. Bowman wins it. Eiler second. Tanner Pettit, Jay Schaff, Ryan Avila, and Wade Fields. And that was pretty dicey at the end. If that's any indication of what we're going to see here in just a little while in the feature, we might be in for a treat. Oh, 3. I thought she was getting a lot closer to 4. I don't know why. It feels like she's been here that long, I'm sure, because I get to talk to him almost daily on the phone, and we always have to say hello on the phone, so. Guys are going to go out and do a little warm-up. We're trying to widen this track out. We'd like to see a couple of lanes come in, so I think while they're doing that, we're going to take a bathroom break. We'll be back in just a moment. All righty, we got to be getting close. .30 lap A main is what is left. Looks like most of them made it out for the warm-up session. Tanner Pettit now on the racetrack. So we've got them all out here for the most part. We're only missing Jay Schaff and Shane Gallo. All right, that's it. Warm-up session over, and that means one more event. 30 green flag laps, 22 cars. And they race their way to this starting lineup. The 9 of Brody Duscher, the 90 of Trevor Royer are going to be our front row tonight. The 24 of Noah Bowman. And Josh Whiteman in the 5 in row 2. 15, Michael Sheridan. 5, Braden Eiler. Making up a row 3. Our fourth row is the 99, Shane Yost. And the 518 of Joseph Grandy. The 1 of Kenny Hoffman. The 73 of Larry Moody in row number 5. Then Steinman in the 17. And Pettit in the 24 in row number 6. 23 of Szczerzinski. And the 8 of Scott Thomason in row number 7. Jay Schaff in the 3. Matt Grimm, the 91. There, row 8. Row 9 is the 118, Scott King. And Ryan Avila, the 49. Shane Gallo in the 721. Aja Case in a 1 car. Making up a row number 10. And row 11, the final row. Full field tonight here at Eldora Speedway. The 1 of Wade Fields and the 11 of Richie Gaines. All in, all accounted for. '24 of Bowman. Looking for another series win. Trevor Rohr trying to get back to victory lane for the first time in a long time. Duscher wants to go back to victory lane. I know Braden Eiler's looking for another win at DSRL to add to his growing list of wins. Michael Sheridan would like to get a win this season, just his first full season back in the series. Pace trucks out of the way. The green flag is in the air. Midwest Barbecue and Equipment 360 wing sprint cars on Monday Night Thunder. Lap 1, they're headed down the backstretch. Into 3 and 4. Duscher with a big lead. Royer comfortably in second. Bowman down to the bottom in third. Madhouse behind that. Whiteman, Yost, Hoffman, Sheridan. And they're still not done. Back here in the middle of the pack. Kenny Hoffman around the top side trying to pick off spots. He's up to 6th currently, going to go between cars right behind Bowman. Soft shot to the push bar. Bowman underneath Eiler. Eiler gets sandwich meated. He was in the middle. Hoffman was up top. Hoffman takes both spots. Brody Duscher's checking out on Trevor Royer right now, and Josh Whiteman is trying to reel Royer in. Yost and Hoffman are going at it for 4th and 5th right now. Starting to get singled out. Battle is right there. Grimm, Grandy. Bowman back to the 11th spot. Fading was up front, now back outside the top 10. All the action is right here. Michael Sheridan, Tanner Pettit, Braden Eiler, Joseph Grandy. Big slider from Pettit. He tried to go 2 for 1. He'll get them both at the line. Eiler with a slider in 1 and 2. Pettit goes right back by. Sheridan trying to work past the 5 car, move himself to 7th place. Just shy of halfway, about 4 laps to go. Duscher starting to get reeled in now because Josh Whiteman got around Trevor Royer, and the fastest car on the racetrack is the 5 of Josh Whiteman. 118 to Scott King. Lapped. 1 retiree, Scott Thomason, already done, only made it about 5 laps. Josh Whiteman is reeling in the leader. We're a couple of laps shy of halfway. That fight still going on from Eiler through Sheridan, Bowman, Grandy, Grimm. All 3 wide back here. Great racing. Wheel to wheel. I mean, hardly any space on the racetrack to make a pass, and they are just putting it in the slot. And now Duscher's starting to get away from Whiteman again. He's got it out to 3/4 of a second. Royer reeling the 5 car back in right now. We're under halfway. We're down to 13 to go. Hoffman is up to 4th. Pettit is 5th. Yost is 6th, and then we're going to go back and try to go through that mess back here, which seems to have settled out for the most part. Grimm and Avila. Ryan Avila, 49 car. They're the only two doing any kind of battle. They both got around Braden Eiler. Leader getting into traffic now. They're 2 wide in front of him. Aja Case and Wade Fields. He'll split the difference, go low on one, high on the other, and he'll clear them easily. What can Whiteman do? Inside 10 to go. Whiteman, same move. He got inside of Case. So does Royer. Royer's going to go high. Here comes Kenny Hoffman. He'll make the same exact move. So the top 4 have now cleared these 2 lap cars, and Brody Duscher probably not going to get into the next lapper. You had Case and Gallo get lapped a few moments ago. Duscher off the pole. He's led every lap. He's only got to lead 6.5 more. Whiteman got to 2nd, made a run at Duscher, and then it stalled out and he started falling back. Duscher now full 2nd ahead. Wave lap that time by, 5 to go. What a quick show. There he goes around Wade Fields. Fields fights back. Whiteman in traffic, just gets clear. Hoffman and Royer do the same. Who's going to end up on the podium tonight? We got 4 laps to settle it. Make it 3. Your leader coming back to the field now. It's down under half a second. The lap car of Fields giving the leader fits, and it slowed him up a lot. Caution for the first time. And we'll go to overtime with a shootout. Let's go look at the 99 of Shane Yost up the hill. Ooh, oh, yeah. In and tumbling. So that'll slow things up. It was about a half a second from first to second. And it was a dogfight second on back. Duscher, Whiteman, Hoffman, Royer, Pettit, Sheridan, Bowman, Avila, Grandy, and Grimm the top 10 right now. We will get a 2-lap shootout. First caution tonight. Looked like we were going to go flag to flag in this one. Very few cautions in this series as it is. We'll get one here tonight at a track that is either notorious for handing out cautions left and right or being an awesome show to come and watch. And we are going to get to see both. They're going to get one caution out of this deal, it looks like. We still have to get to the finish, and if we catch another caution before we catch the white flag, we'll add 2 more laps to this race. But if we can get to the white flag, the next flag will end it no matter what it is, and the pace truck's going to get out of the way. We'll get the single file start. Duscher with a good one. Whiteman a little wonky on that. He's shifting left and right. Hoffman couldn't take advantage, but here comes Tanner Pettit on the bottom. He tried to make it 3 or 4 wide. Brody Duscher's got problems in the 9 car. He slowed drastically up the backstretch. White flag is in the air. Tanner Pettit tried to go even lower, had a shot at it. Here comes Hoffman around the top. Duscher with the slider line into the fence. That's going to cost him the race. Hoffman got by. Duscher was second. Pettit comes home third. Tanner Pettit, 9 places to pick up a third place finish. Josh Whiteman fourth. Ryan Avila, 13 places improved. Hard charger for the night. He will pick up 5th. What a finish. All right, we'll wait for our drivers to make their way in. While they do, Royer was 6th, Bowman 7th, Sheridan 8th, Grimm 9th, Straczynski 10th, Grandy was 11th, 12th was Schaff, Eiler 13th, Gaines 14th, Moody 15th, Steinman 16th, 17th Fields, Gallo 18th, Case 19th, King 20th, Yost 21st, and Thomason 22nd. Duscher, Hoffman waiting for Tanner Pettit. That's the driver we want to talk to first. We always get to talk to Tanner. He'll make his way over here. Won't have his car on track to talk about him, but he'll probably make it in here. And we'll give him just a couple of minutes to do that. If he doesn't make it in, then we'll just move on and we'll talk to Brody Duscher. But a 3rd place for Tanner Pettit in a great run, man. 13 places. He started. Or 9 places, I'm sorry. He started in 12th. And that last restart, he was able to make it up and get to that 3rd spot. Well, let's move on. We'll talk to our 2nd place driver. Brody Duscher, let's grab Brody. Brody, you got a copy?
Yeah, hey.
All right, man. You started on the pole and you led all the laps except for the most important one. What happened?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I didn't need that caution. Obviously, I kind of screwed up the wing. I was so loose. Like, I was loose everywhere when it got slick. And just got in the wall and sold the race there at the end.
I thought maybe you were trying to save some fuel and because it looked like you slowed down drastically right after that restart on the backstretch heading into turn 3.
Yeah, like I said, I screwed up the wing really bad, and I fell off really hard once that restart came around because I was very, very loose.
Well, still an awesome run, man. A podium finish. I know a win is always the best thing, but 2nd place, you can't get too upset about that, especially in a field this strong. So give me some shout-outs, some thank yous, and we'll let you go celebrate.
Yeah, we'll take it. Yeah, I want to thank API, obviously, for these bomb setups. Outlaw Motorsports, Rendezvous Bar and Grill, Brooks Race Design for that, making me look good on the track. And Stall, everybody else, everybody that's helped me, and you for broadcasting so we can go back and watch the race.
All right, man. Awesome run tonight. Thanks for chatting with us, and we'll see you back for the 410s next week.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Brody Duscher finishing in the 2nd spot. Now let's grab our 3rd place finisher, Mr. Tanner Pettit. Tanner, a long drive, 30 laps of it. You pick up 9 spots, and I don't know. I thought maybe you had a shot to win that thing, but the door kind of got closed on that last lap.
Yeah, I went down to the bottom. Didn't really think it would be in and didn't really think I'd be able to get the momentum, but we completed 1 lap, and I really thought I had a shot going into 1 and 2, and I just clipped the inside wall, and I think that really hurt my chance. Overall, Kenny Hoffman did a great job there getting through the field as well. We both came from pretty deep, and it was fun battling through there with him.
Yeah, it looked like the track got kind of wide. You could run a couple of different lines. It wasn't just locked up on the top or locked down on the bottom like we're used to seeing this place. And having to work your way through traffic, in this field, nobody just rolled over. Everybody fought for every spot.
Yeah, no doubt. I think this game gets super racy on long runs and gets super interesting. And luckily, we were able to get, I think, nearly all 30 laps there, just straight green flag laps, and it was pretty crazy. It started to get little little scattered at the end, and luckily we got that late race yellow to give us another shot.
Well, an awesome job, man. Third place finish. Give me some shout outs before we let you go.
Yeah, I'd like to thank all the guys with Tanner Pettit Racing, Blake Carrick, Ashton Mueller, Clayton Davies, Ethan Johnson, Ross Kaiser, Ryan Abla, Kenny Hoffman, Aiden Forster. It's been a blast working with all those guys. I'd like to thank Aces Up Sim Sports, CD Cinematography, Trackside Collective, 1425 Photography, Jimmy P. Mac Tools, Ethan Johnson for all the help in the late models. And you guys for putting the broadcast on. It's all a blast.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us, and we'll look forward to seeing you back next week.
Thank you. Appreciate
Tanner
it.
Pettit finishes third tonight, and his teammate. We've had him in victory lane many times, many different cars, but this is the one that we most relate to this driver, Kenny Hoffman. You had to do it on the late restart, man. Is that a little luck, or were you just kind of banking on that?
Definitely luck to get that late yellow. I was, once we got by Royer for third, I was kind of just like content. I saw it was 2 laps ago or whatever it was, and I was just like, whatever. At least we charged up and just stayed clean throughout the feature, and just kind of got lucky with that yellow for sure. And I just going in the one in that start, I feel like I just got a really good start, and I didn't really spin my tires at all, and I had such a run going into the corner already. I mean, I was able just to kind of cut off the top and cut down to the middle, and I just kind of shot out like a rocket, and was able to get by Josh there, and I just kind of saw what Brody was doing. I mean, I don't know if he had. I don't know. It kind of looked like on my screen he might have had some front end damage. I couldn't really tell, to be honest, but I don't know. He just kind of slipped the track and just lost all momentum. I mean, on both ends there. So, definitely just got really lucky with that one. But sometimes it's just nice to have some luck,
Well, I'd rather be lucky than good any day of the week, and twice on Sunday, and especially if I'm going to pick up a win in this league at this track, because this place is notorious for either junking you or putting you in victory circle. We get so many different variations of how races go here. 28 straight laps. I'm thinking we're going flag to flag. It's been the first time in a long time Eldora is going flag to flag. But you're in the right place at the right time, my man. An awesome win. Give me some shout-outs and thank yous before we let you go.
Yeah, just shout out to you and all your admin team for putting this league on for us and letting us race almost every Monday, and thanks for broadcasting, and just thanks to Tanner Pettit Racing, and all the guys over there, and Chad Griggs with Aces Up Sim Sport.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us. Congrats on the win. We will look forward to seeing you back really soon.
Yep, thank you.
That is Kenny Hoffman picking up the win here tonight. Great race. Like I was saying, it's either, thumbs up or bottoms up here. Eldora is one of those wild card tracks. You never know what you're going to get. And tonight this thing was racy. Guys were moving all over the place. Everybody was able to battle for positions. As tight as the racing was, normally we would see a lot of cautions. We did not. So that is a testament to just how good the caliber of drivers is that comes to this series. And it was awesome to watch this tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. But I want to thank y'all for being here. Don't forget to come see me tomorrow night, ERA, and then on Wednesday night for the Midwest Truck Series. Both of those are around 8:15, 8:30 start times. But without you guys, there's no reason for us to do this without the awesome leagues that give us great racing each and every night. There's nothing for us to cover, so high fives and pats on the back all the way around. Till we see you the next time, peace and love to everybody. Keep the rough side facing down.